Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. There is a saying in English, one in a million. This saying fits perfectly to a UPSC aspirant. How? Because if you look at the number of people, you will be surprised that more than 1 million of candidates, they fill the form for UPSC. And how many qualify? Probably 700, 800. And that is one in a million. But there is another side of it. If you go to Rajendra Nagar or Mukherjee Nagar or any other city for that matter, where people are preparing, where students are preparing for civil services, you will find that there is a crowd of millions. And you can be just one, another soul in that millions, which is lost in the market, don't know what to do. So you need to decide that which one in a million do you want to be? Do you want to stay as a lost soul? Or do you want to see your name in that coveted list, looking at your dream to become true? So you need to take a leap from this side to that side. Now the problem is that how exactly are you going to do that? And in order to get a solution, you need to identify your problems carefully, clearly. Let's talk about the problems of a UPSC candidate. The moment you enter the field, the first problem you face is the problem of planning, problem of strategy. You don't have one. Many of the students, they enter the field thinking that it's a 100-meter heat race, but it's a marathon. And in case of marathon, you need to keep yourself motivated. You need to have a plan to finish the race. Another important problem which students are facing these days is the problem of content terrorism. And this is not a small thing. This is a very big problem, because you see that every single day the market is being filled by new notes, new tests, new questions, a lot of gyan from everywhere. And then again you are lost. You don't know what to study, what not to study. People, they make piles, they make mountains of books around them. They immerse themselves in those books, but they don't have time to study. And that is one confusion. And because of this, there is the third problem, the problem of revision. When you don't know how much you have studied, how will you be able to revise? And because of this, when you are sitting in the examination hall, you are confused. You are confused as in you know what the question is, you know the keyword, but still it's very difficult for you to identify a solution. It is very difficult for you to percolate to the right answer. Sometimes you are confused. You think your gut feeling says that A is the right option, but no, हमारा आंसर सही कैसे हो सकता है? So you convince yourself that why isn't C the correct option? And then you end up marking C. And the moment you come out of the examination hall, you realize that A was the right option. So this lack of confidence is also there because of lack of revision. Last but not the least, it's the problem of affordability. Many of the students, they come from rural background. They come from a background which is not economically very sound. And then you are asked to pay 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs, And that is a big problem for all the candidates. Now, in order to solve all these problems, to sort it out, we started a revolution 6 years back. And that revolution was called Integrated Learning Program, ILP. And the result of that ILP can be seen every year in the rank list. You will see that many freshers joined ILP. They got brilliant rank. For example, Soumya Pandey, rank 4. Dinesh, rank 6. Then there are working professionals also. Neha Jain, rank 14. Saurabh Bhumania, rank 126. Brilliant example. These people, they were working. Saurabh is a father also. He had to work and still he got a brilliant rank. Then Suman Saurabh, he cracked UPSC exam in his last attempt. And he was already in services. But because he wanted quality content, he joined ILP and he got rank 9. So there are many examples like these where students are coming from all phases of life. They are joining ILP and they are becoming successful. And when I say that the students are becoming successful, it gives us, a slight hint of happiness and hint of pride that we have created a successful program. Then what exactly is making this ILP such a successful program? There are several factors which are attributed to it. Point number 1. The planning, which was the first problem. ILP provides you a plan for 365 days. Your complete year will be planned, and the planning is done in such a way that for the first 2 to 3 months will be completely dedicated to NCERTs. This year we have made a separate segment for NCERTs because we want to make your foundation very, very strong. We have seen that students generally neglect that. And then in that complete plan, from NCERTs we go to more advanced levels. Apart from that, there is a micro plan. So you will be given a daily plan where we will be telling you what to study, from where to study, and how much to study. For example, let's say in your micro plan in day 1, let there be DPSPs. So we will tell you that, okay, you need to finish DPSPs from a standard source like Lakshmikant. And then we will provide you some value add notes, which is called VAN. These notes are absolutely detailed. They are covering the content from the NCERTs to the standard book so that you don't have to study anything else apart from these VANs. And that's why we are catering to the problem of content terrorism. You can just rely on one source, you can keep revising it again and again, and you will see that your scores are improving. After that, you will have a daily test. The test will have several questions where you will be able to see that whatever you have studied, are you able to implement it in a test or not? And then you will have a mains question so that you can start your answer writing practice right from the beginning. So whatever you are studying, whether you are able to articulate it in the form of an answer or not, this also you'll learn right from the beginning of the program. And then finally, you will have to study current affairs. Don't forget the importance of current affairs. So for current affairs, we have made a dedicated section and it's called Babapedia. We have taken the name from Wikipedia slightly, but this Babapedia is for current affairs. So every single day your current affairs will be updated and you will just have one source for current affairs where you will have Prelimspedia for prelims and Mainspedia for mains. Apart from this, the next stage you will be able to see, in the next stage you will be able to see your progress through a progress bar. So when you will be finishing your micro plans, daily plans, you will be marking that tick in the progress bar, and the progress bar will show how much you have studied and how much is left. So that will hold yourself accountable. You will see that how much you are studying, and if you are able to maintain that progress bar, you can be sure that by the end of the program, you will be right there in the cream of the aspirants who are absolutely prepared for the exam. Then there are tests. Tests will be there from time to time based on the module. So there will be sectional test, there will be full marks, and you will have both test for both prelims as well as mains, where you will be having an all India ranking, so that this will help you in seeing where exactly you are standing in that crowd. If you are able to maintain a rank in ILP, you can be sure that you will be able to get a very good rank in the main exam. And then let's talk about the VANs. The VANs are made in such a way that all your NCERTs are covered, all your standard sources are covered, and they are detailed in such a manner, and the language is very, very lucid, so that you don't have to read anything else apart from the VANs. We have tried our level best, so you can just read few NCERTs or VANs, and that will be more than sufficient for you to study. You won't have to take 10 different sources for that. Apart from that, we are providing you strategy videos for every single subject, for prelims as well as mains, because the approach of different subjects is very, very different. For example, the way you are studying geography, in the same way you won't be studying polity. The approach will be very, very different. So a mentor will tell you that how you should approach that subject, what type of questions are being asked from that from the subject, and what exactly are the important topics where you need to focus on in the examination point of view. So those strategy videos will be very, very helpful. Apart from this, there is one important aspect of ILP program, and that is mentorship. We will provide you a mentor for your personal guidance. Now the point is that many of the students, they are lost in this journey because it's very long, it's very stretched. So sometimes you don't know what to do, and sometimes you don't know how to improve your score. And every individual is having different problems. For example, let's say you might be having a very good content, but you are just not able to articulate it. Or there can be another side also, that probably you are very good at language, you are very good at articulating the answer, but you don't have a good enough content, and that's why you are losing marks. So based on your individual problems, the mentor is going to guide you in your entire journey. The final thing about ILP, the reason why we made this ILP and why it is very, very lucrative, is its affordability. For a very low price, you will get a brilliant quality, for the entire program covering your prelims, mains and interview aspect. And this year we are also trying to provide you an EMI option with zero interest, so that the program can be affordable by many, and most of the students will be able to take benefit of this program, and we hope that many of you will be successful. Now the important thing is that you need to have faith in yourself. Many of the students, when they enter this journey, they are insecure. But you need to understand that every single aspirant is as insecure as you are. You need to think high of yourself. First, try to believe that when you are entering the journey, you are getting that rank 1. And why not? Somebody else will get it. So why not you? You aim for that, you be confident, and you will see that you will be able to finish your journey with the success. On this note, I hope that you will take the benefit of the program. If you have any query, feel free to speak with our mentors. Feel free to approach us. Thank you. All the best.